Sing me a song.
I remember when I saw you for the first time. I remember every moment, every second.
Season 8 of Outlander is finally on the horizon, and after that explosive cliffhanger in Season 7, fans are bracing themselves for a storm of emotions, secrets, and long-awaited answers. The newly teased trailer and sneak peeks are already setting the fandom on fire, hinting at shocking reunions, dangerous twists, and the heartbreaking possibility that the Fraser family might not make it through this next chapter unscathed. This is not just another season premiere. This is the moment where the past collides with the future, where love is tested, where secrets resurface, and where Jamie and Claire's bond is pushed to its absolute limit. If you thought the last season left you with questions, then get ready, because Season 8, Episode 1 is about to deliver answers that will change everything we thought we knew about Outlander. When we last saw Jamie and Claire, the world around them was falling apart. The Ridge was no longer the safe haven it once promised to be, and with every passing moment, danger crept closer. The trailer for Season 8 teases exactly that, an atmosphere heavy with suspense, where every glance, every whispered word, and every letter exchanged carries the weight of destiny. Claire's face in those brief flashes says it all. She's haunted, torn between what she knows and what she feels, struggling with truths she can barely admit to herself. Could it be the ghost of the past still chasing her? Could it be the echo of secrets long buried finally clawing their way back to the surface? Jamie, as always, stands by her side, but even he is not immune to the shadows that surround them. He's strong, yes, but in the trailer we see glimpses of doubt, his eyes showing a man who is weary, who fears that this time his love might not be enough to hold Claire together. For years, Jamie has been the rock, the protector, the one who fights every battle, but in this moment, his struggle is clear. This season isn't just about war outside their home, it's about the war inside their hearts. And that makes Episode 1 the perfect storm of emotions, where both love and fear are bound tightly together. But it's not just Jamie and Claire's truth that takes center stage. The trailer hints at something even deeper, the reappearance of letters. Letters that carry voices from the past, words written in desperation and love, messages that were never supposed to be read. And yet, they surface at the exact moment the family needs them most. Could these letters be the key to unlocking Claire's haunting dreams? Could they reveal truths about time travel, about loss, or even about a child she thought was gone forever? The suspense around these letters is overwhelming, and fans already know they will be at the heart of this new season. At the same time, danger lurks on every road. The trailer shows flashes of soldiers, the clatter of boots, the tension of a world in chaos. The Frasers are not returning to peace, they are walking straight into uncertainty. And that's what makes the opening episode so thrilling. It's not just about the family's journey back to the Ridge, it's about what awaits them when they arrive. Will they find safety, or will they find that the Ridge itself is no longer theirs to claim? Meanwhile, the Mackenzies continue their own path, one filled with impossible choices and heartbreaking stakes. Brianna has already been forced to live between two worlds, but the trailer suggests her journey is far from over. A brief moment shows her clutching something close, something that could tie her back to Claire's world in a way she never imagined. Could it be one of those lost letters? Or is it something darker, something that will challenge not only her loyalty, but her understanding of where she truly belongs? If the trailer for Season 8 has taught us anything, it's that the past never really stays buried. Episode 1 is setting up the idea that what Claire and Jamie once thought they had left behind is now chasing them with greater force than ever before. We see it in the way Claire clutches at her chest in those quick glimpses, as if memories are clawing their way back to the surface. Her dreams, her visions, her fears, they're no longer something she can ignore. And what makes it even more haunting is the possibility that these aren't just dreams at all. For years, fans have asked the question, what exactly connects Claire to these visions of the future and the past? Episode 1 may finally start to answer that, and it begins with the most fragile part of her heart, the child she thought she lost. The idea that her stillborn may have lived has already been whispered in Season 7, but in this new chapter, the weight of that belief is crushing her. Jamie notices it. He can see the storm in her eyes, and for once, he doesn't know how to fix it. We've seen Jamie as a warrior, as a leader, as the man who stands against armies. But in this moment, he is a husband facing something far more terrifying, the possibility of losing Claire to her own mind. That is where the real heartbreak lies. Because as strong as their love is, as unbreakable as their bond has always seemed, this season is about to test it in ways neither of them has faced before. And then there are the letters. These letters are not just scraps of paper with ink. They are voices, echoes of people long gone, whispering truths into the present. The trailer hints at them appearing in the most unexpected ways, and fans already know they will not just be sentimental, they will be game-changing. Imagine Claire discovering letters written by her mother or grandparents, words that bridge centuries, or Brianna stumbling upon letters that reveal truths about her own children's future. These are not just keepsakes, they are keys to secrets bigger than time itself. And the idea that one of these letters could break Claire's heart, that's what makes episode 1 so heavy with suspense. Because we don't just fear what's written, we fear the impact it will have when it is read. The Ridge is another shadow hanging over everything. In earlier seasons, the Ridge was hope. It was home. But the new trailer paints it differently. The Ridge is no longer just a place to live, it is a battlefield waiting to happen. Soldiers marching, neighbors divided, enemies hiding behind false smiles. Episode 1 will plant the seeds of what's coming, and it will make us question whether the Frasers can ever truly belong there again. Will they rebuild, or will they be forced to fight for every stone, every acre, every breath they take? And through all this, William's story lingers like a ticking clock. He doesn't appear much in the sneak peek, but his presence is felt in every shadow. We know his connection to Jamie is no longer a secret, and that truth is about to ripple outward. In episode 1, he may still be far from the Ridge, but every step he takes is pulling him closer. And when he does arrive, the collision between him, Jamie, and Lord John will shake not just their family, but the entire foundation of this story. That is the suspense the premiere builds. We know what's coming, but we don't know when, and the waiting is almost unbearable. The Mackenzies, too, cannot be ignored. Brianna's role in Season 8 is shaping up to be more emotional than ever. The sneak peek shows her in moments of quiet strength, holding her family close, but also facing impossible choices. Her struggle has always been about belonging, caught between 2 centuries, 2 families, and 2 futures. And now, in episode 1, it looks like that struggle will take center stage again. What if the letters she discovers don't just tie her to the past, but also warn her about the future? What if she learns something that forces her to choose between her children's safety and her parents' world? These are the kinds of questions the premiere is raising, and they are questions that cut to the core of who Brianna is. This season is about sacrifice. Something is going to be lost. Someone is going to be tested. And when the letters are finally opened, when the truths are spoken aloud, the Frasers will find themselves standing on the edge of a new reality. The kind of reality that doesn't care about hope or love. It only cares about the choices they make and the price those choices demand. Episode 1 will not just be an introduction, it will be a warning. And that warning will echo through every moment of the season that follows. As the premiere of Season 8 unfolds, the weight of unspoken truths becomes almost unbearable. The trailer gives us just enough to sense that the Fraser family is holding secrets close, but not enough to show us what those secrets really are. That's what makes this opening chapter so powerful. It forces us to question everything we thought we knew. Claire's visions, Jamie's doubts, Brianna's discoveries, William's looming presence, it all weaves into a storm of uncertainty. And the cruel part is that we, just like the characters, are left with no clear answers. We are watching them stand at the edge of a cliff, knowing the ground could collapse at any moment. Claire's role in this is the most haunting. For years, she has carried the burden of being a healer, a time traveler, and a woman caught between worlds. But in Season 8, her burden shifts into something darker. The trailer shows her breaking, not in battle, not from loss, but from memory itself. Dreams that feel too real, whispers she cannot silence, letters that cut deeper than any wound. It's the kind of emotional unraveling that fans have feared, but also expected. Because how long can Claire carry the weight of 2 centuries before it starts to crush her? Episode 1 forces us to confront that question, and it's terrifying because the answer may be closer than we think. Jamie, meanwhile, is not the man we've always known. Yes, he's still strong, still devoted, still fighting for Claire with every breath. But the cracks are starting to show. The sneak peeks hint at moments where his confidence falters, where he looks at Claire and realizes love alone may not be enough to pull her back from the edge. That vulnerability makes him human, but it also makes him dangerous. Because a man who has spent his life protecting his family will do anything, absolutely anything, to keep them safe. And when Jamie is pushed into a corner, history has shown us that blood is often spilled. The question for episode 1 is simple but chilling. Who will pay the price this time? And then there are the letters again, circling back like a ghost that refuses to leave. These are not random messages. They are threads that tie the Fraser family to something far bigger than themselves. The idea that these letters could expose secrets about Claire's lineage, about Brianna's future, about Jamie's enemies, it's almost too much to bear. One letter in particular is teased as devastating, the kind of revelation that doesn't just shake a family, but destroys it. Could this be the letter that finally breaks Claire's heart? Or is it one that turns her against everything she thought she knew? Episode 1 doesn't give us answers, but it sets the stage for a season where written words carry more power than any weapon. Brianna's journey is also layered with suspense. The trailer gives us flashes of her holding her children, of her clinging tightly to Roger, but also moments of quiet isolation. She has always been torn between two identities, modern woman and Highland daughter, but season 8 makes it clear she cannot escape either side. If she discovers a letter that ties her children to a future danger, how far would she go to protect them? Would she leave her parents behind forever? Would she risk changing the course of history itself? Episode 1 hints at these possibilities, and that uncertainty is what makes her storyline so gripping. Every decision Brianna makes is a ripple across time, and in season 8, those ripples could turn into waves that drown them all. And let's not forget William. His shadow grows heavier with every second. He is not yet at the ridge, but his path is set. The trailer shows his face in moments of inner conflict, as if he is standing at a crossroads, knowing that whichever road he takes will tear him apart. His duty to Lord John, his blood tied to Jamie, his sense of honor, they are pulling him in opposite directions. Episode 1 plants those seeds, and the audience can already feel the explosion that will come when his world finally collides with Jamie's. This isn't just about father and son, it's about loyalty, betrayal, and the question of identity. Who is William really? And when he finds out, will he embrace it or reject it? The suspense in episode 1 is crafted not by what we see, but by what we don't. It's the silence after Claire wakes from a dream. It's the pause before Jamie speaks. It's the way Brianna looks at something she doesn't yet understand. It's the way William's face tightens with secrets he cannot say out loud. Every unspoken word, every withheld truth is a dagger hanging in the air, waiting to fall. And that's what makes this premiere so different from the others. It's not about loud battles or shocking deaths. It's about the quiet terror of knowing that the ground beneath the Fraser family is cracking, and that one wrong step could shatter it completely. As season 8 begins, one thing becomes undeniable. The Fraser family's story is no longer just about survival. It's about legacy. Every choice they make, every step they take, and every truth they uncover will shape not only their own lives, but the lives of generations to come. Episode 1 sets this tone with precision. It shows us a family carrying the weight of history, burdened by secrets, and standing in the shadow of forces far greater than themselves. And yet, at its heart, it is still the story of love. A love so strong it has crossed centuries, endured wars, and survived loss. But will that love be enough this time? That is the question that hangs over every frame, every whispered line, and every shocking reveal. The trailer leaves us with more mysteries than answers. Claire's haunting visions demand explanation, but the show seems determined to make us wait. Jamie's strength falters, his quiet vulnerability giving us a glimpse of the cost he has paid for being the family's protector. Brianna's future remains uncertain, her role as both daughter and mother pulling her in directions that threaten to tear her apart. And William, though not yet at the ridge, feels closer with every heartbeat. His looming presence is like thunder in the distance. We don't see the lightning yet, but we know the storm is coming. What makes this opening episode so unforgettable is not just what happens, but what it promises. The suspense around the letters is unlike anything we've seen before. They are not props, not side notes, but weapons of truth, sharp, heavy, and capable of cutting deeper than any sword. A single letter could destroy Claire's hope, shift Brianna's path, or alter Jamie's sense of purpose. The fear is not just in reading them, but in wondering who will have the courage to reveal what they contain. The possibility that one of these letters could break Claire's heart is enough to make fans dread what's coming while still being unable to look away. But danger in Outlander has never come from one direction alone. The Ridge is no longer the haven it once was. The world outside is unstable, filled with soldiers, rebels, and those who see the Frasers as either a threat or a prize. Episode 1 reminds us that safety is a fragile illusion. Even at home, even surrounded by family, danger lingers. And the most chilling part? Sometimes it's not the enemy outside who destroys you, it's the secrets within. The greatest threat may not be soldiers on horseback, but the truths written in ink, sealed in letters, waiting to tear the family apart from the inside. This is why the premiere feels different from any other. It's not simply the beginning of another season, it's the start of a reckoning. The emotional weight is heavier, the suspense sharper, and the stakes higher than ever before. We are not just watching characters we love, we are watching them walk a path that could destroy them. And yet, through every danger, every heartbreak, and every secret, we hold on to the hope that love, once again, will guide them through the storm. By the end of episode 1, the audience will feel the same dread that Claire feels in her visions, the same uncertainty that Jamie carries in his silence, and the same weight of choice that Brianna struggles with in her heart. We will be left questioning who will survive the season, what sacrifices will be made, and how far this family can be pushed before breaking. The beauty of Outlander has always been its ability to blend history, love, and mystery into one story. But in Season 8, that story grows darker, sharper, and more unpredictable. So, as the Fraser family returns to the Ridge, as letters resurface with truths too heavy to bear, and as ghosts of the past collide with fears of the future, one thing is certain. Season 8, Episode 1 will not just change the story, it will change everything we thought we knew about Outlander. And when the final scene of the premiere fades, fans everywhere will be left breathless, desperate for answers, and already fearing the cost of what comes next.